it's not good you share, you escalate what is happening within your marriage or relationship or workplace to outsiders. People may not know the means you use in operating or managing your relationship or managing your workplace. So when you begin to share it with people, they give you confusing ideas that may worsen the conflict. So if we have issues, let us handle it personally. Anywhere you erred, you just say you're sorry, and likewise me, that goes. So it's not good to tell it to other people who will not advise you better.
There are a lot of ways we can manage it. One is through dialogue. Yeah, before it gets physical, have you talked about it as husband and wife and as colleagues in the office and as friends? And then the other way is that as individuals, as husband and as a wife, you should also have keep room in your heart that people are going to offend you. And then while you leave the house, be sure that people will offend you because you have human beings with different characters, with different attributes. So forgive ahead of time so that you don't get physical, something that shouldn't even be a problem. But then we weren't unable to manage it until it got to the point where we started exchanging words. But yeah, sure, we're humans now. So at a point, we had to sit back and cool off a little, and then we got some of our colleagues helped us to talk about it, and then we found out that actually it's something that would have spoken about face to face, and then it wouldn't have been an issue.
Yourself now. How you
If
manage
I
that
say,
conflict?
if I say, me and the person wey we dey, the person get hot temper. What I don say before is not dey raise up pass my own. I will avoid this. I will not talk anything. I will just overlook am, but the next day I fit just tell am say this thing wey you do, e no good. I no like it. Finish. I ain't go tell sorry.
Crisis in relationship or in marriage is inevitable. You understand? But maturity is needed, and wisdom also is needed. Depend on how you are able to handle it. That is why before going into marriage, you need to seek for marriage counselors who can counsel you. And also, you need to know God first, because I believe that the fear of God will help you a lot. So the Bible says we should see our wives as our own bodies. Any man that nourish and cherish his body will definitely take good care of the wife. Abi? He called the women weaker vessels. I used to have problem with my wife, but because I have the fear of God in me and the level of maturity that I have, God always helped me to handle it in such a way that there won't be physical confrontation.
There is no relationship without crisis. There is no relationship without problem. The problem will resolve on how you handle it. And in every relationship, you need wisdom. You need God. And you need endurance. Yes, especially in marriage. Marriage is full of up and down. It's not a bed of roses. There are a lot of things that involve in marriage. So you need patience as a woman. You need love. You need compassion. You need endurance. And the most important thing, you need God.
Relationship is a two-way thing, okay? And each time there's a conflict in a relationship, from my own experience, both parties have contributed to, the situation. So personally, I'll first of all make myself to realize that I have contributed in a way. And then what I do is I try to manage the situation on my own. If I'm angry, for example, with a colleague, I try managing it, to an extent. And sometimes I'm able to get over it. And when it becomes unbearable for me, I would politely go to the person and then I would say this and this and this, I don't really like it. If you talk about my relationship with my husband, we can quarrel. I can get so angry and then sometimes I will say, oh, just be on your own, let me be on my own. But the next minute, if we need to do some things, I might not even know when, you talk to me and then I get up and do it. So it's a personality thing, one. And then it all depends on how one has trained himself or herself. And then it also has to do with maturity, because years back, I couldn't have managed it the way I'm managing it now. So that's what I would say.